Hello everyone, welcome sa ating channel and sa video na to ang pag-uusapan natin is all about trend lines. So ano nga bang ibig sabihin ng trend line? Basahin muna natin yung definition. A trend line is a straight line drawn on a price chart to help visualize the prevailing direction in which a market is moving. So in short, ang trend line ginagamit natin siya usually to identify a trend. So makita natin sa chart na 'to, meron tayong naka-drawing na trend line, itong orange straight line na ito. So it's diagonal 'no, unlike sa support and resistance where it is just a straight horizontal line. Ibig sabihin, yung ating trend line is more flexible. Pwede nating i-adjust yung angle niya depende din dun sa angle ng ating trend 'no. So from left to right, titignan natin yung diagonal line or yung trend line natin is pababa. Therefore, it tells us na yung market is in a downward trend. On the other hand, may kita naman natin dito from left to right again, yung ating trend line is going up. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, yung trend line or yung trend sa market is upwards. Right? So, trend lines represent areas of psychological importance where traders expect prices to react. So, what is that psychological importance? So, tingnan natin sa chart, sa downward trend line, okay, nagkakaroon ng series of lower highs, which indicates, no, bearish pressure. Okay? So, merong bearish pressure, ibig sabihin, yung mga sellers, pinupush yung price sa market lower and lower, no? Willing silang magbenta kahit sa mas mababang presyo. Therefore, yung price ay pababa ng pababa, no? While in an upward trend line naman, may kita natin na merong higher lows, okay? Which indicates na yung mga buyers are willing to purchase at higher price points, okay? Ibig sabihin naman nito, merong bullish sentiment or malakas yung bullish pressure, okay? Lastly, trend lines are also closely related with support and resistance levels. Okay? So, kung pinapanood mo to, hopefully is alam mo na rin yung idea about support and resistance. Kung hindi mo pa alam, then you can watch the video that I created. So, last video ko, and ilalagay ko siya somewhere in the screen. So, pindutin mo lang yon to watch. But anyway, makita natin na dito sa ating chart again, so ito yung chart natin kanina, merong downward trend. Okay? And yung trend line natin acts as a resistance level. So ano nga ba yung resistance level? Para siyang ceiling, no? And nahihirapan yung price na umangat, no? Na umangat dito sa ating ceiling or yung ating resistance. So from here, may kita natin nagkaroon ng rejection. Tapos nagsimula siyang bumaba, umakyat siya ulit, nagkaroon na ng ng rejection. So it seems like hindi kaya ng market na umakyat dito sa ating trend line. No, hindi niya kayang lumagpas. So it acts as a resistance level. So again, from here, yung price ay bumaba na naman, umakyat na naman at nagkaroon na naman ng multiple rejection. So makita natin na nagkakaroon talaga ng rejection at hindi makaangat yung price sa ating trend line. Therefore, yung price ay nag-continue pababa. So dito naman sa upwards trend, may kita natin na yung ating trend line acts as a support naman. So support, para natin siyang pwedeng tignan na parang floor, no? Na parang hindi kaya ng price bumaba dito, no? Mas mababa sa ating trend line. So here may kita natin malakas yung rejection, yung price nag-continue pataas, bumaba siya ulit dito. Nagkaroon na naman ng rejection, kaya umangat na naman yung price. Then here, may kita natin parang nagkaroon pa ng double bottom. Tapos yung price nag-continue na naman pa akyat. So parang yung price parang bola na nagba-bounce sa floor, no? Nagba-bounce lang siya every time mahit na yung floor, aangat ulit siya. Okay? So this is how the trend lines, kaya sinabi natin na yung trend lines are closely associated with support and resistance levels. Ito pa isang example na tulad ng support and resistance, dito sa trend lines, nangyayari din yung tinatawag natin na flip. Okay? So, for example, 'di ba sa support and resistance, yung dating support nagiging resistance. So, nagfi-flip siya, no? And yung dating resistance nagiging support. Okay? So, tulad dito, sa chart na to, no, meron tayong trend line and from resistance, okay? So, dati siyang resistance, may kita natin, kakaroon ng rejection dito, okay? So, hindi kayang umangat ng price sa ating trend line. So, ibig sabihin, resistance siya banda dyan, okay? And then, pagdating dito is naging support naman siya. Alright, may kita natin na nagbabounce yung price mula dito sa ating trend line dito, okay? So, nag-flip, okay? Nag-flip siya from resistance, naging support. Okay, so nangyayari din siya dito sa ating trend lines and also vice versa, no? From support, nagiging resistance, okay? So, paano tayo makakapag drawing ng trend lines accurately? First, kailangan natin i-identify yung mga key swing points and i-connect natin yung mga swing points na yon. Okay? After that, i-refine natin and i-adjust. Okay? So, for example, is titignan natin kung nakakat ba natin yung body ng candle, no? As much as possible, gusto natin yung shadow or yung wick lang yung ating tinatamaan, okay? Tapos, lastly, kailangan natin i-validate yung ating trend line. At least dapat makatatlong touch para ma-confirm natin na valid yung ating trend line. So, dito sa chart, subukan natin na mag-drawing tayo ng trend line. Okay? So, first, let's identify yung key swing points. Okay? And pwede tayong mag-switch sa line chart para makita natin clearly kung saan yung mga swing points na yon. And saka natin i-connect yung mga points na yun. Okay? So, try natin magsimula dito. And yan, pag sinubukan natin dito at diniretso natin, makita natin na ma-miss natin yung mga swing points dito banda. Okay? So, pwede tayong magsimula dito. And saka natin i-adjust. Pag ganun. Okay? Right? And next is i-refine natin and i-adjust natin yung ating trend line. Okay? So, okay, balik tayo sa candlestick. Okay? And dito i-refine natin, no? Okay? So, pwede nating i-cut yung mga wicks or shadows, no? Pwede nating i-cut, pero as much as possible, kung kaya is wag sana nating i-cut yung body ng candle, okay? So, ibig sabihin ko, for example, ganyan, no? Kita natin na nakat na natin yung body ng candle, okay? So, as much as possible, yung wick lang yung ikakat natin. Okay? So, dyan natin i-adjust natin na sa wick lang siya tatama. Okay? And as you can see, no, meron tayong first touch, tapos second touch, okay? And then third touch, no? And dito natin na validate na yung trend line upwards is valid, okay? So, first, second, and then third pag-touch dito, pwede tayong makahanap dito ng opportunity for an up trade, okay? For entering long position. And as you can see, makita tayo dito ng candlestick pattern tulad nito na merong long lower wick, okay? So, parang inverted hammer siya. Tapos, kung ikaw ay nag-enter dyan, then you will make profit from this trade right here, okay? And then another one right here, nag-touch na ulit siya. Nag-touch na naman siya. So, we can have also trading opportunity right here, okay? And from here, yung price is nag-continue pa rin na makyat. So, that is how we can draw the trend line. Okay, again, parang support and resistance lang is practice lang ng practice kung paano mag-drawing. Okay, and as you do it repeatedly, you will get better at it. Okay, so same idea lang din kapag downtrend, Pag down trend naman, of course, hanapin mo yung mga swing points sa taas naman, no? Tapos, iko-connect mo para makabuo ka ng trend line pababa naman. Okay, so tingnan natin kung makakita tayo. Okay, so I think meron tayo dito, no? Yan, so pwede nating i-cut yung wick. Okay? So, importante rin na wag natin pilitin kung ayaw talagang mabuo ng trend line. So, kaya nga tayo nag-aaral ng iba't ibang concepts and ideas when it comes to trading so that kung wala tayong makitang trend line, then we can use other concepts tulad ng support and resistance. Okay? Pero dito, nakita natin na merong downtrend. Okay? And hindi na tayo nag-switch sa line chart, no? Madali naman natin makita yung trend. And ayan, sinubukan natin na hindi makat yung body. So weak lang yung tinatamaan ng ating trend line. Okay? So one touch, actually nakadalawang touch na nga dito, no? Ibig sabihin pwede tayong makahanap dito ng opportunity. Okay? And pag nag-enter tayo dyan ng short trade, then pwede tayong kumita dito. We can make profit from here. Then again, na-touch na naman pang-apat na beses yung ating trend line. Then again, nakita natin nagsimula na naman siyang bumaba. Okay, so if we enter short trade here, we can make also some profit. So anong strategy ba ang pwedeng paggamitan ng trend line? Ang trend line mostly ginagamit for pullback trading. So gaya dito sa chart, may kita natin na merong uptrend. So ibig sabihin, no, yung price ay nagkakaroon ng higher highs and higher lows. Okay? So may kita natin dito nagkaroon ng rejection. So that's one touch. Nagkaroon ng pullback, no? Nagkaroon ng pataas na movement, then yung price ay bumaba ulit. And once again, no, yung price ay na-reject dito sa level na to. So nagkaroon na tayo ng dalawang touch sa ating trend line. Nagkaroon ulit ng pullback and once again yung price ay bumaba na naman. Okay? So dito may kita natin na halos hindi naabot yung trend line. Okay? So it depends in your strategy. Meron mga strategy na pwedeng pumasok or mag-enter ng trade dito banda. And as you can see, pag nag-enter ka dito ng trade, then you can make some profit. Pero, to be sure, no, eto dito tayo papasok for this third touch, no. So, clearly na nag-touch ulit yung price dito sa ating trend line. And as you can see, nakakita tayo ng candlestick pattern, no. And that can be our confirmation or to enter the trade. Okay? And as you can see, after this, nag-pullback ulit, no? Tumaas na naman yung price at we can make some profits right here. Okay? And always remember, no, kahit yung support and resistance or kahit etong trend line, of course, don't use it in isolation, no? It is not really effective when you use it by itself. So you need some confluence. Okay? So pwede kang lagay ng indicator, no, tulad ng RSI again, tapos titignan mo sa RSI kung meron bang healthy bullish momentum. Okay? So halimbawa, yung RSI is above 50 or below 70, no? Ibig sabihin niyan merong healthy bullish momentum. But anyway, okay, so may kita natin, ayan, one touch, pangalawa din, pangatlo, magkakaroon tayo ng opportunity for our entry. Okay? And ganun din for downtrend naman, may kita natin, nagkakaroon ng lower highs and lower lows. So one touch dito, then bumaba, nag-pullback, tapos umakyat ulit dito sa ating price point pero hindi na abot yung ating trend line, no? So banda dito nagkaroon ng consolidation. May kita natin yung mga candles dito is merong mahabang wick sa taas. At ibig sabihin niyan is hindi niya kaya makaangat dito sa ating trend line, no? So nare-reject yung price. At may kita natin from here, bumaba ulit, nag-pullback ulit yung ating market. Then once again, umakyat siya at abot na naman niya yung ating trend line. tapos nagkaroon naman ng rejection, so dito pwede tayong magkaroon ng opportunity to enter short trade, buy or down trade. Nakikita natin nasa 1 hour time frame tayo, pwede tayong bumaba sa mas mababa pang time frame tulad ng 15 minutes, 5 minutes para makahanap doon ng entry, no? Kasi makita natin dun sa mga lower time frames, merong mga candlestick patterns na pwede tayong magamit, no? So dito pag nag-enter tayo ng trade, we can possibly make profit. As you can see, bumaba yung price mula dito. So isa pa na paggamit ng trend lines is yung channels. For example, like dito sa chart na nakikita natin ngayon. So ginagamit natin yung parallel trend line. So parallel tong dalawang trend line. Sometimes hindi perfect parallel, no? So wala palang perfect parallel, no? It's either parallel o hindi, no? But as you can see, meron tayong dalawang trend line, meron sa taas, meron sa baba. Para siyang support and resistance din, okay? Pag nare-reach yung upper level, nagkakaroon ng rejection, yung price ay bumababa. Pag nare-reach naman itong ating lower level, nagkakaroon ng rejection, tapos yung price ay tumataas, okay? So, nag-range lang siya within this channel, kumbaga. Kaya tinawag siyang channel, no? It looks like a channel, right? So, that's another use case of trend lines, okay? Again, parang support and resistance din. Yung trend lines, binibigyan tayo ng magandang foundation so that we can use in the future kapag magbibuild tayo ng sarili nating style or technique. Okay, of course, meron tayong kanya-kanyang personality, gaya nga ng sabi ko dati, and naniniwala ako dito na sa narinig ko na quotation, kumbaga, na ang goal natin sa trading is to make as much money as possible with a trading style that fits our personality. Okay? So, ito ang magbibigay sa atin ng magandang foundation para makagawa tayo ng sarili nating strategy. Okay? Pero actually, we don't have to invent the wheel. Meron namang mga strategy na ginagamit tulad na nitong diniscuss ko, pullback, trading, tapos itong channels. Okay? But of course, you need to practice, and tignan mo kung ano yung nakakakita ka ng results, kung anong strategy ba yun. Kung magpa-practice ka, syempre hindi ka muna maglalabas ng kahit na ano. Magsisimula ka muna sa demo account and you can try opening a demo account kung gusto mo dito sa Kotex. Merong link dyan sa description. Pwede mong i-click yung link na yon. Then, mapupunta ka sa legit na website ng Kotex para makapag-register ka and makapag-open ng demo account. And there you can practice unlimited times as long as you want hanggang sa mapuha mo na kung ano yung strategy na bagay sa'yo.